So should we start this thing?
Let's start it up. Let's slap it up. Check this out.
Dude, no way.
Broke.
Yo,
It's really blurry.
what the?
Really sharp. It could kill my fish.
You have a fish?
You got fish?
You guys see those fish back there?
I do.
In the kitchen?
Yeah, there's
Fish in
not
the
much
kitchen?
space in this studio apartment that I pay $2,000 a month for.
Seems cozy.
It is cozy. It's nice. Dude, I gotta tell you guys, I got these fish when I went to a fall festival.
Did you
Went to
win
this-
it in a carnival game or something?
So it was a carnival game, and I was like, it'd be so funny if I won these fish, and then I just had fish. So then I won them. I won two. It was like, if you get a ping pong ball in a little fish bowl, you get one. If you get three, you get a big one. And I was like, I want the big one, but I only got two. So then I was stuck with two fish instead of one big one. So anyway, he had a trash can full of fish in plastic bags and water, like literally maybe 200 of them. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so then I had them, and Steven's girlfriend at the time was like, yeah, I can't believe you're going to kill those fish, and those fish, they don't deserve to die, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right. So then I was like holding on to them forever. And at the end of me and Rachel went straight to PetSmart, and I walked into the PetSmart and I said, hey, I got two fish. And the guy was like, these are carnival fish? And I said, yeah. And he goes, we don't really like ad hoc fish, but I was like, what? And then he's like, but usually people buy the stuff and then the fish, not the fish first. And I was like, okay. And then
So we're past that point.
Yeah, right.
I ended up paying like $150 for all this fish supplies.
Jeez, dude,
Dang.
what?
That guy scammed
I think,
you.
yeah, I was gonna say they scammed you because they
Now they're
used to
alive.
kill
Because you
fish.
got an ad hoc fish.
I got some ad hoc fish, but they, I bet you a lot of those other fish are dead, and I saved these two. So,
True.
Terry and
Wow.
Peaches.
Terry and
Peaches?
peaches, huh?
Peaches?
Oh,
You know,
Peaches and
speaking
Daisy?
of PetSmart, I actually just got back from PetSmart
Damn,
Like-
dude.
an hour ago.
Wow. Stocking up on the dog food, the cat food,
No, we're taking
baby food.
Copper to puppy
Training
classes
school?
there.
No way, dude.
Well, the guy was telling me, he was like, hey, these things in like a couple months are going to be like 5 pounds. Like they're going to be huge. And I was like,
What?
and he's like, you can buy this fish tank now, but you're going to need a bigger one. And I was like, okay. I was like, if they get 5
What?
pounds, I'm throwing them in the local pond or something. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
He'd find out about it.
I think that's illegal. But then the guy and I went to Petco, and I was like, he was trying to sell me. This is near Black Friday. He goes, we're having half off sales on all of our tanks, and you're gonna want to get a bigger tank, or else you're stunning their growth, and it's kind of messed up. And I was like, all right, well, I don't want to be absolutely massive, so I'm fine with that. So now they're the same. They're bigger than they were. They're the
5
same
pounds.
size. I am their god. I am their god.
Wow.
I got him.
It's kind of true.
All right, we don't have to keep talking.
It's kind of true.
Like whenever they're scared of me, like they'll go to the other side of the tank. They used to go to the other side of the tank when I walked by. Now they recognize me, which is kind of crazy. But every time they did that, I was like, I'm your god. Like, stop hiding from me. You cannot hide. I am your god. And then,
Is that what you
then
would
our-
say? Like out loud, audibly?
yeah, I said it out loud, alone in this
They heard you
apartment. I'm sure people walking by heard it. But they're good. Terry and Peaches. I thought one was a boy, one was a girl, because one's way bigger than the other. And I was like, oh, a boy and a girl. And it turns out they're both ladies. So
Oh,
I won't be
Dang.
seeing any eggs. So that's good.
I feel like both those names could work for girls. Yeah.
Terry for Terry McLaurin, and then Peaches because Rachel named it Peaches, and it looks like peach colors.
She's a big Mario movie fan.
She likes the Mario movie, Galaxy movie. So now my friend's ex-girlfriend I won't get to rub it in her face that I've given them a life of luxury over here.
You could reach out to
I could send her a text.
her.
Hey, heard you're single. I got fish.
I'm their god.
Dear God. You ever been with a god?
All right. Welcome back to the Now We're Talkin Podcast, episode 8.
Mile marker.
Yeah, we did it. Only took us
You would've
6
thunk it.
years,
Not a bad rate.
depending on how you count.
Yeah.
That is true.
How are we counting?
I'm not sure. So, Matt, in the last one, me and Dan gave updates, which wasn't anything too crazy. Do you want to give an update on your life? What's going on with you? You know, I mean, obviously you've already gone over the whole fishes things. That might have been everything that's happened in the last year and a
That's the
half.
only thing I
caught
said.
up. I'm caught up now. Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Updates for me. I now live alone in this
Oh.
apartment that I'm paying much more for. I was in a house that on Zillow was $1 million. It's worth $1 million.
Dang.
And now I'm in a 600 square foot apartment, paying about $500 more a month.
Would you tell people like, "Hey, I live in $1 million house"?
No, that was like my opener
Right.
because it's true.
Right.
It's $999,999 on Zillow. That's the Zest.
Okay, so it wasn't $1 million.
No, yeah, I know, but
Yeah, fudging the numbers a little bit here. Okay.
no one's gonna check the math.
Yeah, you're right.
Not gonna get audited or anything. A crazy story is 2 months after we moved out, new people moved in, and we had like that big snow right here that was like 13
Yeah.
inches, and then it turned into ice.
God, that was the worst
well,
thing ever.
That was like month 2 of living here, and apparently there was a family, and the husband was in the basement, and he's just watching TV, and then all of a sudden, one of the wiring in the crawl space like just bursted into flames, and so then he was down there, but he was able to quickly call 911, and not too much damage happened, but now that house is sitting vacant with no electricity for like 6 months. And it was right after we left, so
But it was still worth $1 million at that point.
still worth the mill.
So, what do you guys do to it for that to happen?
I was like, if they try to come to us saying we did something, I'm gonna be livid.
That's crazy.
Updates about me though.
Give us the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Oh, that's a good phrase. I like that.
Thanks.
Good, the bad, the ugly. You come up with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just chilling. I'm at the same job. I got another job offer somewhere else. I was about to go, and then my company was like, "We'll match it," and I was like, "Okay, but here's what I want." And they're like, "Here's what I want in the future," and they were like, "We'll give it to you. We'll get you there. We'll work you there, like to that point." And I was like, "Okay." And
We
who
will
knows if
work
that's
you to the bone.
We were working about the next day I came in, that next week after I tried to leave, they gave me the raise, but they destroyed my workload. I got a lot of work. Got Blubbi coming out soon, so
That's
shout out Blubbi.
Shout
I've been
out.
playing a lot of Above Par.
Nice.
That's a new hobby of mine. Dating this girl, I forget her name. But, we'll see what happens with her. My whole entire family. My mother asks me at least maybe once every 2 weeks. She asked me on Saturday, was the last time, when I'm proposing, which is crazy because we've been dating for a year and a half. She's like, "You're not young. You're basically 30." And I'm like, "All right, like take it easy, geez." But so that's going well. So, maybe something happens there. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the updates. For those watching, Blubbi is an app I'm working on, and that's all I'll say. But,
so this is a good segue, because actually after you gave an update, I wanted to do something we haven't done in quite a while on this podcast. You know what I'm going to say?
whose line is it anyway?
Close.
We did
To
just
say
do that,
we
right?
were going to open up the plug bag. Actually,
Oh!
so Matt, you want to plug Blubbi?
What was that?
So you want to plug Blubbi?
I'll plug
Full
Blubbi. Blubbi's an app. It's a chat app. What you do is you open it, and there's a bunch of subjects on the home page, and you can click a subject and join a lobby. And when you join the lobby, there's hopefully other blubbers in there. Haven't come up with what I'm gonna call the users, but blubbers is a standing name. Blubbers are. That would be good. Then you kind of swipe through people's profiles that are also in that subject, and you can request to chat them, and then you can chat. It's basically for people who, hey, I don't have anyone to talk to, and I want to talk to someone. And then you can find someone. There should be somebody available. There's a new feature coming soon that I haven't even released it yet, but I've decided a new feature that's kind of making it more sticky, where people won't just get on the app, click join lobby, and then leave. So hopefully that's a little better. But yeah, you can earn points by saving chats and constantly talking in chats. They don't mean anything. Kind of like Reddit doesn't really mean anything when you get upvotes. But maybe in the future they'll.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah, it's not true.
Upvotes mean everything.
That's true. And so do bubbles, is what I'm calling them. Blubbi bubbles.
Right.
So I'm trying to I got Dan and Chris here to already test it, as well as my female companion. And
remember her name though, right?
I don't remember her name.
Yeah. It'll come to you.
But it'll come to me later in the episode. And already found a lot of stuff, so I have to create an LLC because I don't want to get sued. Luckily, I've looked it up, and apparently that's not too hard. But once all that's figured out, then what was that?
It's not that hard to get sued?
Yeah, it's really not hard to get sued at all. It's not that hard to create an LLC. My dad's done it, so he's going to help me. Nice. He also does marketing, so he's going to help me there.
Nice.
If it actually becomes something, but who knows?
Yeah.
So, shout out to, if you guys want to join the Discord server, we're doing a countdown that hasn't started yet and probably won't start, but get involved with the community. The community is lit right now. Dan and Chris are in it.
Dude, we're going crazy in that every day.
I think Chris is in it. Actually, I don't even know if Chris is.
I don't think I was added to it.
Okay. Oh, no, here it is. Chris.
Oh, maybe I am.
Chris, you have 2 bubbles after you joined from me and my brother Connor.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's all I'll say about it. Keep talking. Dude,
it's actually bumping in here.
Yeah, no one's talked since March. Between March and now, I've had a lot going on, so I haven't been able to. But now we're locked and loaded. We're getting back. I've been reading a lot of these books that said get rich quick books, so we're good.
Dude, those are my favorite kinds of books. So, what's your plan to launch Blubbi?
The plan.
I know it's testing right now. I'm sure you've got, stuff to do.
Yeah.
Before you'd want to.
So it was kind of like, this is
ether, if you will.
This is test 0 with you 2 and Rachel, because I wanted to not release it to other people until I get out the stupid bugs, and there have been a lot of stupid ones that I've fixed.
I don't say that.
The goal was to, when you put apps before the App Store, you can put them in something, iOS apps, you can put them in test flight, and that's what you guys got. And you can test there. So I'm going to send that to like 20 other people. Who knows if they'll use it. But the goal is to have, the app has to be active in order for it to like be usable. If you go in and there's nobody there, it kind of sucks. That's the hardest part about the whole thing. That's really it's gonna be a little tough. But what my plan is to find a good day that's maybe not for everybody. It's impossible to find a good day for everyone. But I'm thinking one Sunday night, have the test users that have it. I'm going to put something in the Discord. All of them get on at the same time. Mm-hmm. We all join different subjects and just use it for like 30 minutes. And then people can put feedback. Then after that, when it goes live and I become the LLC, then I'll start. And the goal was to start posting it on Reddit and posting it in other places. I've been on those Reddit forums, and man, that is such a lame way. It's like almost impossible to get people because they're all doing the same thing. Everybody's trying to get their app to work. So I'm going to take a different route, and I'm going to been reading a lot of stuff about like startups, and my goal is to kind of get it local in this area, and
That's a
so
good
try to
idea.
get
Smart, yeah.
That's actually a really good idea.
yeah, and so like there's DC influencers and stuff online, and I'm like, maybe I'll reach out and give them like $200 to mention something about the app.
Yeah.
Maybe try $100 first. My goal is to get maybe $25. The goal is to get
Offer
like,
keeps getting better and better.
I'm feeling good about this. I want like 50 users. I'm gonna try to get like a ton, but I want 50 users that stick, and then like super users kind of, and then really kind of have the Discord with those 50 users and really talk about what can change or what needs to be updated and stuff, and then try to expand it out to all of DC. And then if DC goes well and we have a lot of users, which, you know, God willing, that's such a high hope, but then it's like expanding. And so we can go from there, see what happens.
Yeah.
So what's like the selling point of Blubbi over other apps? Because if I'm like, yo, why should I choose Blubbi? Why can't I just log on and you know?
Yeah, I feel like everybody wants somebody to talk to, and this is a super easy way to find somebody to talk to with a certain subject. Right now, it's very basic, so like you can find like just of a subject level. It's expensive for me to money-wise to get it so I can match people related to their profiles. I have to use something called graph database, and that I accidentally made one a year ago when it was just me using it, and I kept the graph database on, and I was charged $1,100 from Amazon for using it. I was like, all right, well, let's build it without that.
And then you got Rocket Money?
Then I got Rocket Money, baby.
I have 10 DoorDash subscriptions. You know?
Dude, I had 13 actually, but no,
they're paying me $25 to say that, by the way.
I think the new feature I'm adding, it's going to be 2 tabs. The one tab is going to be what I already described, and the second tab is going to be the daily bubble. So it's really going to be like a discussion question like DC related, local. Like, for example, what's the best brunch spot in DC or Arlington? Not that I live there, but somewhere around there.
Sure. And that's just the location you happen to choose.
Yeah, and then people can comment on that and give their opinions, and then the higher the higher bubbles you get, the more like you're on top, and then that changes every day. So then the next day it'll be a new question. It's only one question, and so, or one discussion, I should say, and people can go there. So that's kind of what I'm trying to make it stickier. But I'm really trying to make it local, like a local appeal. So like, hey, everybody in here is in DC, in the DC area. That's pretty cool. Everyone is kind of related, and then eventually it'll expand, and then I'll get like
money.
Location, like you can put in your zip code or put in your location, and then it'll ask you questions for the area you're in, so everybody in your area seems the same one. But that's way down the line if this works. So, but that's it. I think the thing that I want can get people to stay, at least some, is if I keep it local and kind of go for people who had just moved here, people who just graduated college, people who are young professional careers.
Sure. It's all anonymous, right? Not
no,
a face attached to it. Genuine
it's not anonymous.
It is not anonymous. Anonymous is not allowed on the apps.
Do tell.
So it is now profile based. You can create your profile, edit it. Right now I have no pictures. It does a lot of, it's very easy for me for no pictures, because now I don't have to go through a bunch of wiener pics or anything. So for now, at least, for the foreseeable.
That was something you didn't want to do?
Yeah, I was trying to get in that market. It's a pretty big market. No, but that way people can feel a little safer too, and you can block people real easily. So,
Yeah.
like,
Question.
So you're
for
saying
you can
you did
report.
get some of those already, is what you're saying.
Chris
You
has
did
already
get
been
some.
reported.
He sent
Well,
one
I
too many of those
think Dan
pics.
getting reported might have been the first report.
Oh yeah, Dan, you are
That's
up to.
debatable.
You're actually
That's debatable.
Dan's banned. He requested a feature where he can send a message like iMessage, and the message pops and fills the whole screen. And I think he'd abuse that, so I will never add that in.
I explicitly told you I would not abuse that. That's why I said
If I added something like that in, Dan's account would be.
no. I would never
Yeah.
do it. I would never do it.
Okay, question for you, Matt. So is
Yeah.
everything in the app going to be like person-to-person conversations? Or will there be any like feeds, kind of like Yik Yak back in the day?
Yeah, I don't really want it to be like Yik Yak, but
or is it like that? What is like the Daily Bubble like? Is that like one
that's-
big
that-
thread for everybody?
the Daily Bubble is a big thread, and you can
That's
comment on comments, and so yeah, that in that way it's a discussion, but then you can have one-on-one chats, with the regular chat where you draw
Yeah.
a subject and you can swipe
Sure.
through users. Also, in the discussion page or the Daily Bubble, if you are commenting back and forth with somebody, you can click on their username and their profile screen will pop up, and you can click request to chat, and then you can individually chat.
Okay.
I was thinking about in the future, it's definitely not going to be on first launch. Getting it so like, hey, if your chat's going well, you can click a button that says open to like more people joining,
Sure.
and then people can join group chats.
Group chats is a good idea.
That's not going to be for a little while.
Sure.
See if this other stuff kicks off first before adding that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the discussion is where you're going to have like a thread, and that's what I feel like people will keep coming back because they want to see. And like some of them can be spicy. Like if something happens in Arlington, like, hey, what's going on? Like in DC, there was a bus that like caught on fire and almost blew up. Just not an attack or anything, but it was like inside of like a DC tunnel. And like it would be like, what if you could go right to my app and be like, that's the discussion. It's like, what's going on with this bus? And so then people can talk about it there. I also want to do it so like eventually people can submit Daily Bubble ideas. So like they can submit like, hey, this is what the question should be, and then having people vote on it, and then there's a countdown of when the next one is coming, and so then it's like, oh, when's the next discussion coming, and then it comes up and they can go like.
Wasn't there an old like We channel that kind of did that, like We Vote or something? You guys remember that? Sorry guys, I had to bring it up. Had to go back in the day, back to the We.
Me too. And
one thing I like about this app is that it kind of feels like very like old internet-ish, which like the internet these days just sucks. It's just terrible.
Yeah, I know the everything is AI, and so I grew up going to this. Not grew up, but I did like an internship where this guy was like, wherever everything's going, you go the opposite way because that'll like. So like technology was really huge, and this guy was like, okay, if technology is growing so much, I'm going to get into lumber. And then lumber, he put all of his effort into lumber, and then lumber, he blew up because lumber sales went crazy. And so then anyway, I'm going like, and like AI is just so exhausting. And so even though I use AI to help me code this, AI is so exhausting. So I don't want that really as a feature, at least yet. And if it is, it's not going to be like a chat. It's going to be like, AI is helping match you with somebody that's closer to your thing.
I can't believe you used, dude.
Another user.
I'm using
Another
me in
user,
chat
three
for a
users
long
right
way, man.
That was a joke I made in the last podcast. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just not involved, I guess. Inside jokes, man.
Yeah, well, let us know what you need.
I'll keep the pod updated.
Yeah.
Big stuff coming. I'm reading all these books. This one's called 10 Times is Easier Than 2 Times. And it's for people who already are already pretty deep in their business. So I can't really relate to a lot of the stuff it's saying. But it's cool. It's basically saying There's 100 ways to go 2 times. There's 100 different routes to go 2 times. There's only a couple routes to go 10 times. So go the 10 times because it's easier. I'm like, yeah, I guess it's easier.
Dan, you have anything? You have anything you want to plug?
The plug, dude. I don't know.
This podcast?
Yeah, I mean, maybe this podcast, maybe a little Blubbi, maybe a little above par. You know. Dude, I don't know.
He's a Blubbi advocate.
I am.
That's true.
So.
Yes. I think my bio on Blubbi says just a Blubbi enthusiast, I think is what
that's what it is.
You know one thing that I should plug, though, that you didn't mention is the Blubbi logo. That thing right there?
Yeah.
That's
that is a good
That's a
one.
moneymaker.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
Yeah, I liked it because it was it's
How'd you make
it,
by the way? And describe what it is, because obviously people,
So I drew it. So it's a speech bubble with the guy's got like a little. It's supposed to be two-way conversations, so it's like 2 points to the speed bubble. But I used the top of the speech bubble, and the top of it kind of looks like hair, I guess, kind of like adds to his character, and so that's what I was going for. And I really wanted it to be that cute little face because I think Blubbi sounds cute, but obviously that freaking game gave the same idea. So So
I could not believe that I just randomly saw that on Reddit.
That was crazy.
So for context, I was scrolling on like indie dev, or I was just scrolling on my regular like Reddit homepage, and one of the things I follow is like indie dev, and there was a game called Blubbi. I just cannot believe that just randomly
came out. That came out this week, spelled exactly the same way. BLUBBI. BLUBBI. Same exact way.
It's crazy.
I thought you were intentionally looking for it, Chris. Like you were searching Blubbi.
No, I just
Reddit
came
or
up.
Something.
And I was like, how did...
There's no way.
I was shocked.
That's a sign to quit, I think. No, it shouldn't be a problem. I looked it up on USPTO, which is the patent office.
Yeah.
And
most,
it's not patent.
Yeah,
not trademark.
Most indie devs who like me, it's like I don't have a LLC. It's like, why am I gonna make an LLC if I make $10 off my game? Like that doesn't make any sense. So
I don't want to be an LLC for as long as I can. But my friend who is a lawyer said, like, dude, the way your app is like chatting with people, like you need to be an LLC or else you could be like screwed. And I was like, okay. So great.
Yeah. Well, we got the plug bag open. I'll plug Above Par. The demo is on Steam. Look up Above Par. It should show up, which is kind of insane.
Played it.
Matt hates it.
I've played it. I hated it. I actually liked it because I ended up getting far-ish, and I got to a point where I knew how to get back to the spot that I was in because I figured it out. And then there's one part that I could not get past. And,
there's some pretty like screwed up parts of it. I'm not gonna lie. Like the end, if you make it to the end, it is so ridiculously punishing. Like trying to hit it in the flag. It's like if you overshoot the shot, you fall all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, it's sick. So yeah, just a little dev update on that. So I'm going to completely rebuild the main level. I'm going to completely scrap what I have. Now, in the main game, you will be able to play the demo level. Like, that will be an option. But that's not going to be, like, the main thing. And I'm going to make it, like, way taller and stuff. And then I'm going to make 18 holes. Just, like, quicker, like, platformer levels to try to, like, more of, like, try to get the low score. Like, traditional golf. Rather than try to reach the very top. So that'll be, like, built out a little more. Like, I'll have, like, wind and, like, a water hazard. And, yeah. And then I'm going to maybe have a local co-op in the game. When it comes out. I have a lot of it, like, made already. So I just need to... We'll see how long it takes me to make all the levels.
And how would the co-op work? You just, like, take turns?
Turn-based. Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn-based with collision on. So if you want to launch your ball into somebody else's golf ball and send them flying, you could. So we'll see. I thought about online multiplayer, but I think that's gonna be
hard to manage.
It's gonna be too much for my simple, small brain to figure out. So
It would be kind of similar to like Worms, where like it's turn-based like that. If you ever played Worms or
no,
Tanks.
I haven't. I'm familiar with them, but
Yeah, that's people get really angry when they're
yeah,
like,
yeah. I
what's the
wouldn't
point?
like the really like big level, which I'm calling the climb. Um,
Nice.
Hannah Montana.
that I wouldn't really intend to be multiplayer. It'd really just be like the small levels. So, but yeah, I'm hoping to launch that maybe July or August. That's kind of the hope. We'll see. I've been not really making efficient use of my time because I've been prototyping other games. So,
Nice. Okay.
His
yeah,
mind's too many places at once, man.
I am a little scatterbrained on this project, but
Hey, you can get
we'll
like
see.
3 beta tests done and then just go with the one that you like the most, right?
For prototypes.
Yeah.
When's the Effie game coming out?
Oh,
If you-
we're still in negotiations for that one.
I got that trade. You gotta reach out.
right. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now, Dan. It's just like very small, like prototype a few things. So like I made like a turn-based RPG similar to Pokemon. It's kind of almost more similar to like Paper Mario with the way there's like timing elements on the move and stuff, like how they're like little mini games.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
I know what you're talking about.
the next one I'm working on is a prototype for a 3D platformer. So we'll see how that goes. And then I might prototype making a 2D top-down Zelda-like game that's like maybe a survival game. I don't know. We'll see. Kicking around ideas there. The problem is I suck at pixel art. So I either need to hunker down and practice a crap ton and get okay at it, or I need to learn Blender so I can do 3D stuff.
You is it fun? Do you enjoy doing the pixel art? Like, is it like, oh, I get to create stuff?
Sort of. I mean, I think it's a little frustrating because I'm at kind of an awkward stage of like I know just enough to where I can make some things that look okay, but it's like anything you read about pixel art is it's like really really easy to get like started with it, and it's really really difficult to make anything that's good.
Yeah.
So I can make a whole bunch of stuff, but then the problem turns into, can I animate it?
Yeah.
And that's a whole other beast of like, so what a lot of people will do is they'll hire people like online. They'll find them on Reddit, Fiverr, or whatever, and just like, hey, I'm gonna pay this artist $100, and he's gonna make my character and all the animation for it. But I don't want to pay somebody, so
Why not, Chris? Just for the money's sake, or just
I
because
don't
you
know.
want
It's like,
creative,
especially with like above par, it's
creative
like
free?
this is my game. Like I've made everything in this game, other than like the sound. Like I
Yeah.
downloaded sounds off the internet and like tweaked it a little bit, but it's like, I don't know. It's like kind of cool to say that you've like entirely made a video
feel it.
game on your own, you know. So closing up the plug bag. It's closed for this week. I know you had something left to say, Matt, but you're just gonna save it for next time.
More questions, dude. Gosh, are these real quick? Are these holes going to be harder than the demo?
They're gonna be shorter.
Shorter. How long
So-
does it take you to make a level?
I can make a level like nothing. Like I can make a level in like 10 minutes. Now, would it be like, okay, like this is exactly what I want it to be in the final game? I'd probably like want to play test it and
Yes.
stuff at that point. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna nail it on the first try. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
But basically, think of it more of like I'll try to like have certain levels be like mechanic based, kind of like how a lot of platformers are. Like maybe one level is kind of like there's a bunch of like wind that you're like fighting against, Or another level is like you're really trying to avoid like a bunch of water hazards. Or another level is like you have to bounce like the golf ball off like walls to hit like these weird shots and stuff. So there'll probably be more like, oh, like the par on this hole is like 4. And it's like, maybe that's like kind of difficult, but it's going to take you more like 8 shots, you know? So that you're not sitting there for like hours.
Like halfway through.
Wait, what?
Like I was at like 70 hits.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but it's like that's supposed to take you like hours, you know? Like
hours. Really?
Well, the final version. Like
okay, for
like the demo version. The demo version I've almost beaten it in under 25 shots.
Wow, that's insane.
My record is like 49, but like I've gotten to the top and been like 1 shot away from finishing.
You got to show us the technique, like how you do it, how the dev does it.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
And a couple other questions. One is there going to be a way for, let's say I'm getting up the ranks, and then you as a dev can join into my game and knock me off, just like that. Messing with the gamers,
like God mode.
God mode. And then what about a hardcore mode where if you're like a couple holes in, like you're on hole 4 out of 18, and you hit the very, very bottom, you start all the way over.
Oh gosh. Wait, that's an interesting concept actually. Hold on, I need to write that down.
That's like
floor is lava type of levels. That's actually a really good idea. So it's like basically you're dang, I actually really, really like that idea a lot. I'll credit you in the credits. So it's like you start like you're just trying to jump from platform to platform, but it's like if you fall, it just sends you back to the beginning.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. I like that a lot.
I wouldn't play it, but I wouldn't play it.
Isn't it crazy how like much you can do with like such a simple concept in a video game? Like I feel like this is like I was just like screwing around, like trying to make a prototype like 4 months ago, and I was like, wait, this actually kind of works in like a weird way, you know? Like it's so simple, but
hold on, this is working. This is working now.
And I feel like what's cool, and you might feel similarly about Blubbi, is like, let's say nobody ever uses this or plays this game outside of, you know, like the people I know. It's like it's gonna be like a completed product. So it's like it's like I don't work in tech, but it's like it's something to show for yourself. Like I made this by myself, you know.
That is true. When I worked on it for a lot and got really far, and then I stopped for like 3 months, I came back and I like started again, and I was like, this is like a pretty. I forgot I did certain things, and I was like, dang, I added that and I got that to work.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking there is a full functioning app.
Right.
Like that is pretty cool. But.
Right. And that's kind of how I feel about my demo. Is this like what I view as a completed product? No. But it's like what I put out as a demo is kind of a complete game in a sense. You know?
Yep.
So it's like that's kind of neat, you know? So this one's more maybe just for Matt, but Dan, feel free to chime in. Anybody watching Love Island this summer?
You're kidding.
I am caught.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't watch reality TV.
Joking. Me and Rachel watched the new episode last night at 9 o'clock.
Okay, I haven't seen that one. I assume USA?
Well, let me tell you what's happening. Okay. Yeah, USA. Is there a UK one going on?
Yeah.
Really? Shoot. I've not been watching that. But I do. It's funny because before this was coming out, I got Rachel to watch my favorite season, and we're only like halfway through, and there's like 60 episodes, so it's pretty crazy.
UK?
Of UK, my favorite season is season 5 with Tommy Fury and Laura Higgins. I think is
I think that's.
I
don't know, Curtis.
Whoa, that's crazy, man. You know that. That's
I've
awesome.
seen every season of UK.
Big fan, huh?
It's a problem.
There's a lot of seasons of the UK.
Yeah, well, it took like years.
Yeah, you really.
We started
Naruto.
5 years ago, so
Naruto.
yeah, I watched Naruto in like 4 months, dude. Come on, like I can burn through some TV.
That's true.
I actually started Shippuden recently.
I was gonna start it again. I always say that.
I'm like 5 episodes in.
But you're watching it.
Yeah, I think we're 2 episodes behind on US. So something that has made Tiffany and I uncomfortable.
I can't wait to hear it because I'm so on board with you. I guarantee you I'm so on board, and
why do they keep forcing everybody to kiss each other?
Yes.
It's so weird. It is so weird.
I got rid of Twitter and Instagram and Reddit. I got rid of all of it, and I was like, I'm not going to get it till next month. I'm about 6 days in. I'm struggling.
Nice. Congratulations.
But yeah, thanks, man. But I'm like, oh my gosh, what are people saying? Because this is insane.
It's so weird. It feels like
it's weird.
It feels, dare I say it, it's giving me the ick.
I have the ick. I have the ick. And the little bit that I have looked up, I'm like, are people complaining about this? And then everything's like the drama that happens, which there is a lot of drama probably in the next 2 episodes that you watch, Chris.
Yeah.
Overshadows the cringe. The thing with the doors, that was so stupid.
Dude, they kept bringing them back, man. I'm like, I guess they paid all this money to build them. Might as well use them. But
the doors, yeah, those were very expensive.
They seemed pretty nice.
Yeah, those are nice doors. Yeah, I could go off on it.
Yeah.
So there's also like when they were opening the doors, they're like, open the door to see if who's behind and who chose you to couple up with, and then it like goes to an overly produced stage shot of their faces where they're like they're nervous to open the door. I'm like, they reshot that.
Yeah.
They went back and reshot those clips.
It's reality TV for you.
What I saw online was, and I agree with, is it's overproduced. It's so overproduced.
Yeah. Something about the
some
USA.
of it is scripted?
Absolutely not.
Do you think so? No? You don't think any of it's scripted? None of it?
No.
They tell, I think when the new bombshells come in, they tell the bombshells what to do. Like,
I could see that.
Like, make out with all of, like, when where is he from? Argentina? The Gabriel guy came in, and he was just like to the girl, and then when he kissed, he like literally like, this is the girl. He literally went and then kissed him, and we were like,
ugh. So I've only watched 1 season of US. It was the last one, and you
need to watch 2 seasons.
I hated the last season of US.
I didn't watch that one.
It was awful. It was just, and here's my thing. I watch a lot of reality TV. I watch a lot of TV in general. But the thing with dating shows that drives me crazy is the people gatekeeping how to do it. It's like, oh, like you're not here for the right reasons. Like there was these people in last season of US. It was like that was the entire season. It was like, oh, you're not doing it right. Like you're supposed to be open and date everybody. Like, dude, like how about you just like let them do it how they want to do it?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I stopped watching The Bachelor. I watched like 3 seasons of that.
Oh man,
I moved on.
Not that. I watched old seasons of The Bachelor that had come out years ago that Rachel liked, and then I showed her the Love Island season I liked. The USA season, I think it's 2 seasons ago, season 6, 7.
Sure.
It's with Rob.
Oh yeah, I watched The Traitors.
I watched The Traitors too.
Yeah. He was good.
I watched Rob season before The Traitors, and when I found out he was on Traitors and Mora from UK, I was like, oh, let's go. This is gonna be awesome. And it was awesome. That was the last US season I watched, and I really liked that season. It wasn't anything like what's going on.
That one was good. But yeah, the UK one's been pretty good. They aren't forcing them all to, stick their tongues down each other's throats, So that's good.
So that season's going on right now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Why am I not watching this?
It's on Hulu. I think it's like a few days behind.
Oh, I can't wait to tell Rachel because we got caught up on Saturday, or we got caught up on Friday.
It's like, now what do I watch?
We were like, what are we supposed to do? And now that Love season is currently airing.
So Dan, you're gonna have a little bit of homework now.
So I'm gonna have to catch up, is what you're saying.
Yeah. This could be
Get
a
on
recurring
the
part of the
Love Island
podcast for the summer. Are
I'll
we
just
gonna
hate
turn this
watching.
into a reality TV podcast?
Yes.
It's
My friend Dave, his like #1 podcast is a Survivor podcast. So
yeah.
No, you were just talking about Survivor.
I
Chris.
feel a little embarrassed to say this, but I feel like I could legitimately have a reality TV podcast. Like, I watch enough that like I've seen every season of Survivor. I've seen every season of Love Island UK. Tiffany and I
There's 13 seasons.
It's a really good background show, though. It's like nice. It's like
Okay.
put it in the background, and then it's like when people start like popping off, start paying attention.
I've got one for you. Have
Yeah.
you watched Love Island Australia?
I've not watched that one.
I haven't watched it in a while, but I watched like 2 seasons of that in like 2022.
Yeah.
2022. I haven't watched it since, but I liked it because it was the villa was like 2 times smaller. I guess their budget
weird.
wasn't as big, and so their villa was 2 times smaller. But it was, man, I can't tell you.
They probably could just hear like everybody's conversation going on at the same time. Then.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find people from that I liked. It's the same host. I love the host. Anyway, ignore me.
But yeah, I think that's enough Love Island talk for one episode, perhaps.
I remember
At least for
these
this
people.
episode.
This
Maybe
is
next
so
time it'll be
great.
something else. Yeah.
So the next topic I had, there's been a lot of video games announced recently. There's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
Mm.
And allegedly there's going to be an Ocarina of Time remake announced.
Okay, for the Switch 2.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Like an actual complete remake or like a remaster kind of deal?
We'll see.
Okay.
The rumor is a remake from a fairly credible source. But what does that mean exactly? It's one of those, it's a very like loosely thrown around term. Because if you look at like Final Fantasy VII remake, that was like a completely new video game. It's like based off of the story of Final Fantasy VII. They're splitting it up into like 3 games. But it's like ground up completely different. If you look at like Resident Evil 2, 3, and 4 remake, those are like, they take like the old game and just like expand upon it. I'd love to see something like that. Like same like setup as Ocarina of Time, but it's just like more polished. Maybe they like expand areas, add in more puzzles, stuff like that. I mean, it's like you can still play the old game,
Yeah.
So it's like that's not going anywhere,
Yeah.
But I don't know. We'll see. I would be okay with the remaster too, but I'd like to see a remake.
It's a remake, not a remaster.
Well, we'll see. It's not been announced.
Yeah, I think if they remastered it, it would kind of, maybe not as many people would get it, but it would be
probably
now with how video games are now, it might actually feel small. Like, oh wow,
it definitely would.
Like, the reason when I played it, I'd never finished it, but when I played it, we were playing it like last year. Me and my roommates, and the graphics, being so bad, it makes it look bigger. I feel like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in this, the opening like stage that you're on. You're in like his village or whatever.
Yeah.
You wake up there. Because the graphics were so bad, it seems like, wow, I got a lot to do in here. But I feel like if they were polished, like modern graphics, it'd be like, this place is kind of small.
Yeah. Another thing too, because it's like when you think about the Nintendo 64, I've got a controller right here, actually.
What?
I've got the one for like that works with like Switch, but it's like when you think about the
Not a true
controls. Yeah, no, this is not. I do have a true N64 controller. Imagine trying to play a video game with this thing.
I
One
always wondered
joystick
why
in the
it
middle.
is.
There's 3
It's the
prongs. What do I
weirdest
have?
controller,
3
yeah.
hands. Like,
why did they
like,
do it that way.
like how do you,
Like, how did people used to play on the N64 back in the day? Like, you would just swap like hand positions all the time if you needed.
I don't understand.
Like, the
It is
joystick
kind of nice that
instead of
it
the
can like
D-pad?
kind of rest in your hand like this. It's I don't know. But they would have to like completely remake like how the camera works in the game because people
yeah.
complain about the Mario 64 camera, which is I understand the argument of why people don't like it, but it's also once you understand it, it's like amazing. But
And it's part of the game at this point. Yeah, you can't.
yeah, no, I mean that
It's
is a core part of how Mario 64 works is understanding how to move the camera because it's not like a free flowing behind the back camera. But I hope that it's a full on remake. I hope they do like camera how like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom is, you know, just like behind Link. We'll see. We'll see. Nintendo, don't disappoint me.
Wonder when that's going to be officially announced.
Well, the rumor is that it's supposed to come out later this year because Nintendo doesn't have a Q4 game. But also GTA 6 comes out in November. So pretty much if you want to
Fat
release
chance of that.
anything this year, you got to do it before November.
How many years has it been now for GTA 6 to finally come out?
I mean, shoot, dude, it's probably been like 13,
Yeah, it's been over a decade.
14. But also, like, we're still waiting on Elder Scrolls 6, man. Skyrim was like 2010.
That's
It's crazy. It's crazy.
We're still waiting on
taking their fat time.
still waiting on a Bloodborne remake. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, Half-Life 3, right? So that's the big one. I feel like that might get announced tomorrow. Should be stuff on the new Fire Emblem game.
I never played the Fire Emblem games.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses is a great game. It is a
But I
great
have
game. It's
played
the only one
it.
I've ever played, really. Tried Engage and it kind of sucked, but I'm going on a health kick-ish again.
Oh,
What
does that mean, Chris?
Well, like how like in 2019,
What the?
what's going on with your camera, dude?
He's
Um,
violently shaking up and down.
Earthquake. NBD.
In 2019, I lost a bunch of weight because I had gained a bunch after like graduating college. A bunch. It wasn't. Like,
Yeah, me too.
it
Me too.
wasn't too crazy.
I blame the two of you for that, but I gained like 30 pounds.
Okay,
So,
I wasn't. I definitely ate horribly in college, but I don't think I put on that much weight there because I just walked everywhere. And it's like anytime I was like in an academic building, I would never take the elevator. I would always take the stairs. And like you'd have to go to like the 4th floor of some of these buildings, and it was like the longest staircases ever. It's like I went to that school for 4 years and I was still out of breath by the time I got to the 4th floor. But yeah, after college, I'd put on probably like 20, 25 pounds.
Didn't I refuse to take the elevator in the tower that we had? Why do I vaguely remember that?
The tower that we had.
Like, Matt, you wanted to take the elevator and I refused to take the elevator. Or something like
were you
that.
not feeling good about the elevator?
I don't even remember. I just remember something like that, and you like hated me for it because I forced us to go up the steps or something.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that, but I could see me being like, dude, I was huge that year, so I was like, I gotta walk up these stairs. No, dude, it started when we lived together my junior year, when we were getting Hardee's and Chick-fil-A
multiple times a week.
And I remember, and I
Gosh, it
won't
was such a great time.
I won't say last names, but there was a guy on our hall that was mean to me I was never mean to him, but he was always mean to me. And we were in North, it's a building on campus, and I was in line for freaking Chick-fil-A, and all the way down like the hall, there's tons of people in line for that Chick-fil-A because it was always packed. Bunch of students on campus, and he shouted, "Hey, Matt!" And I was like, "Hey!" And I really already didn't like the guy, so I was like, "Hey!" And then he yells, "Did you gain weight?" And I was like, "Look, if I hadn't gained weight and he said it to kind of like be a jerk, like to kind of like pull a prank and like get me to laugh, that makes sense. But I had gained a lot of
Still
weight,
kind
and
of a
so I was
dumb
like,
joke, either way. But yeah.
yeah, and dude, I remember being, and then there was what's his name? It was Pascal. Well, I don't remember what his name was, but he was like,
Pascal.
that wasn't his name, but I feel like it was his last name. I don't remember.
Pedro?
He was on our hall. It's not Pedro. It's
Pedro Pascal.
it was something like that though.
Dude, he was on our hall.
I don't remember, but he came in and he came into our room, our dorm, junior year, and he goes, "Have you gained some weight?" And I was like,
Get out.
"Yeah." I was like, "What?" I was like, "What kind of question?"
Thanks.
This is some like some homeschool kids at this school that like don't know. Hey, Rachel's homeschooled. I don't have anything against homeschoolers, but
I'm sending her this clip. And
our
I'm cutting that part out.
Come on, don't send her this clip. Yeah. So and then my senior year when I lived with Jake, me and Jake. First of all, we drank a lot. Not one of my, but we would drink $2 giant. They were called hurricane or earthquakes. I think they're called hurricanes, and they were huge, just cheap, disgusting beers from the gas station. $2 for a giant one, and it was like 12% alcohol. And we would drink those. You'd only need to drink one, but we would drink those like, hey, should we watch Letterkenny and drink this? And then we would, and my other roommate too would do the same. And I got so fat. I was 213. I was 213 pounds when I graduated, and then I didn't lose it until COVID because then I started riding my bike, and I went from 213 to 185, and that's where I've been for like the last 6 years. Nice. It's been 185. That's where I try to stay.
Nice.
And now I can get up there. It's not hard.
Yeah.
And then I worked at Chick-fil-A my senior year, so I had free Chick-fil-A, dude. It was not good combos.
I think the highest I ever got was 200. But you also have a couple. You're a little bit taller than me, so
no, I get it. I'm much fatter than you.
Yeah, but it was like I hit 200, and I was like, no. So this time the number was 190, because I had dropped to like 160, 165. Back in like 2019, like later in 2019, and then I've just slowly been creeping back up over 6 years. So, but what I'm doing now is I'm writing down. I'm not like counting calories, but I'm making a list every single day of everything I eat and anything that I drink that has calories in it. So then it's kind of like it makes me like stop and second guess. It's like, no, I should not have this Coke right now. Like, no, I should not eat this freaking entire box of Cheez-It right now.
You're back on the Cheez-Its.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're still on the Cheez-Its?
I feel like I quit the Cheez-Its. I'll have them every now and again, but,
Congrats on the sobriety.
Well, now I don't feel good because after this, I didn't eat dinner yet, so I'm planning on going and just heating up some chicken nuggets. But now I don't know. I am still going to do it.
You should.
And I'll send proof. I'm also going to have a side of taquitos with it. So really not a great dinner, especially super late at night, but got to get by.
Yeah.
Cheat day.
I mean, it's like I'm not necessarily like, oh, I'm never eating like anything with sugar or blah, blah, blah. But it's like, I don't know. It's like if I do like horribly for like breakfast and have like some like sugary coffee, it's like, all right, like I should probably take it easy the rest of the day. Like,
back on the coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like go, I don't know. I've been drinking a lot more like protein shakes.
Okay.
That are coffee flavored. So that's nice.
Actually, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, they do say caffeine might help you lose a little bit more weight. So it's kind of a little trade-off, It's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
You know what else helps you lose a little bit of weight? You know what else helps you lose a little bit of weight?
Eating less.
nicotine. So maybe we get you a Juul.
Okay. Okay.
See where it goes.
You got any of those fruity flavors left? They banned them, right?
They banned them, dude. That was so. They banned them senior year because
like
I would go and
dude.
I started getting menthol and tobacco flavored, and I was like, oh god, it's so gross. But I had to do it. I had to do it. As soon as I woke up, I puffed that thing. That's when I think about that, it disgusts me. I can't even think about hitting a vape. I mean, I vaped out of college too, till like probably 2021, and now I haven't in a long time. And just thinking about it kind of hurts me.
When is the last time you vaped? Be honest.
The last time I vaped, probably like 4 years ago.
Dang, good for you.
Yeah, I'd say that because one of my New Year's resolutions was I'm not gonna buy one again. I'm only going to, if somebody has it and they offer it, I'll use it. Then it got to whenever I did it. Then it got to whenever I did it, I started getting very anxious. Probably because I knew I shouldn't be doing it. No. What happened is I was 25. So yeah, probably 4 years ago because I'm 29. But I said to myself, I will stop eventually because I don't want to do it like when I'm older. And then when I was 25, I was like, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I'm 25 now. Why wouldn't this be a good time? This is probably a good time to stop.
It's a good year to stop things, probably.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
25? Yeah. So, Matt, how'd you quit? What was the strategy?
No, I dated a girl that would do it nonstop all day. Nonstop. Like just there'd be times where we'd wake up in the morning, first thing she does, and then like we're going on the walk just the whole time. And I'm sure she still
counteract any benefit of that walk.
Last time I haven't talked to her in a long time, but she was still doing it when I did. So I stopped. I tried to stop when we were dating, and then I tried to get her to stop, and then she did, but then she'd
get really angry at you.
For like a week, she'd go get another one. I'd be like, dang. But I stopped because I was basically just like, I'm not gonna buy one, and then that helped because we didn't have. And well, my roommates did too. My roommate stopped,
nice,
which was good. And then I got on Zins, and then that helped. So really, I think my vaping stopped when I started zinning. Then I slowly stopped zinning, and Rachel absolutely despises zinning, so that also played a
You
factor.
zinner. Matt, you
I'm a
zinner, you.
I'll find some other way to get it, I guess. Nicotine patches just on my arms.
Need that fix, baby.
That's a real. Then I have a real problem.
So I was talking to Gemini the other day.
How's he doing?
I mean, other than occasionally him seemingly, imagining that we're talking about something else entirely.
Yeah.
From like hours before, like days before. He's all right. But I was like asking it like podcast marketing questions. First of all, it didn't really seem all that hyped up about our concept of a podcast. Which screw Gemini. But I think it was basically trying to make the point of like, since you don't have a topic, you're basically like selling yourselves.
Right.
So
I would
we're
sell
pretty
my
much
body,
like
or I'd sell myself
pouring ourselves out. What's up?
Oh, sorry.
No, but it's like basically like the personality is what we would want people to come to the podcast for. That's pretty much it. Because it's just a general purpose, like we're just shooting the breeze, type of thing. But it got me to rethink how I looked at like building a podcast audience, which is probably, let's be honest, not going to happen. But what's kind of interesting about it is like what Jim and I was saying, and it's actually a really good point. I never thought about it this way. Was that yeah, he is a Gemini, you know.
Gemini,
He's got it.
guy knows his stuff. Man.
It's like instead of the podcast being the main focus, it should be more about building an audience for the shorts, like YouTube shorts and TikToks. It's like I hadn't really thought about it that way, because I was asking, it's like, how do you drive people to the podcast? And it's like, well, it's really hard to drive people to a 40-minute to an hour and 15-minute podcast when they're just sitting there doom scrolling on shorts. Like, those people don't have the brain cells to sit and listen to, this really intelligent conversation we're having.
And that's going to be a short right there.
There it is.
Well, I can't roast the audience. I'm trying to get, but I was like, yeah, that actually is an interesting point. It's like, really, you should just be trying. So the way we need to do these podcasts from now on is we need to just farm clips.
Clip farming. We
just need to be as sensational as possible in a short amount of time as we can.
Yeah.
So
are you kind of saying, Chris, that the podcast episode should almost be like farming for shorts to post on shorts that then eventually lead back into the podcast?
Yes. And to be honest, I kind of viewed it that way a little bit anyways. Like, but it's like unlikely really that you're going to convert shorts subscribers into podcast listeners,
Yeah.
Like that's unlikely. You might get like a handful, but it's pretty unlikely. But like I kind of already viewed like live streams like that from like a few years ago when I used to like react to stuff or like, I don't know. Yeah. It was all about like, how can you turn this into a YouTube video? Because it's like you don't get discovered on Twitch. Like that just doesn't happen. So yeah, I found that kind of interesting though.
Yeah.
Like I never really click on Burnt Peanut, but I do like watching his clips. So like his shorts.
Less commitment.
I know there's this, you guys probably know Dax Flame, but he does like he's so interesting, but he does like a fake podcast where he has like a room set up and there's this girl that like asks him questions and he answers it and then he clips that, but there's no podcast. It's just they're sitting in a room and they're like, it's probably just like it's so scripted, it's not even funny, but like it's supposed to be so purposely scripted, like that's kind of his humor.
Yeah.
And so then he clips that, but there's no full episodes. He's just like posting 8 clips of podcasts.
So stupid. It's so freaking stupid. But I feel like the podcast format, especially like the interview style, multiple people in one room, you got these big, comically large microphones and stuff. I feel like that is like a type of clip that does relatively well. So I could see why he would do that. I feel like you don't really get the same thing over Discord. I feel like you can kind of make it work.
But so you're saying we're going to Richmond?
Now We're Talking Podcast hits the road.
Whoa, we go on tour.
That's the end podcast. Right?
We do the podcast on stage, charge people ticket prices, and they come and sit in the audience and watch us.
Yeah.
No, it's no doubt about it. I'm ready to embarrass myself for views. I'm ready to clip farm for views. I'm going to sell out.
So what do you have in mind?
You need me to strip down right now? I mean, I'll do it. It's just like the first thing that probably comes to everyone's head and going crazy is you just get naked.
All right, Dan, look away. What's up?
Dan, Chris, you can stay eyes on for this, but Dan, I'm going to need you to look away.
Yeah, you might not trust me with that.
All right, I'm going to do an outro.
What up, guys? Thanks for watching. Oh, no, you got it.
No, continue.
Hey, what up, gamers? Thanks for tuning into the podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about what's going on with the economy.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good outro. Dan? Thoughts?
And then we could kind of just like
Said
get
it
the
all.
chat bumping, you know?
Yeah, let's get this chat bumping. After we talk about the economy, we're gonna talk about what kind of wars are going on in the world, you know.
That's the outro.
That actually is gonna be it. I'm gonna cut it at you saying that.
Oh my gosh, no, do the outro.
No.